What's up? It's Tuesday, so obviously you're with me. Well, this week's topic is finally kind of directed towards the LGBTQ point of this channel. Basically, in a nutshell, the topic is what would you do if your significant other's parents were against your relationship and going to the ends of the earth, basically, to keep you apart and make your lives miserable. So, I like this topic. It's kind of touchy subject, so yeah. Honestly, if my significant other's parents were that involved in our relationship, I don't know if I'd want to be in the relationship, because there's a point, I mean, I'm 20 years old, so I'm an adult, and there's a point when you gotta cut the umbilical cord, to be honest. That being said, family is very important. Excuse me. They are there for us when we need them the most. And it's really hard to have your family be against something else in your life that you care about and that is also there for you, as in your significant other. So I understand how hard that can be. And honestly, what you have to do in situations like that is you can't avoid them. You need to talk about them. You need to sit down with your parents and you need to say to them, is it purely because we are gay together, or if it could be the situation that the person's trans and they don't like that either, and you need to address that as well. But generally what I'm trying to say is you ask if it's the LGBTQ side of the relationship, or is there something else that is bothering them? So say to them, or is there something else deeper? What do you not like about the person that I'm with? I know that when I have been in a relationship before and my parents weren't exactly keen on the idea of me being with the person I was with, I immediately jumped to, oh, it's because we're gay together. Oh, you don't like that we're gay together. And I ended up finding out that making assumptions makes an ass out of you and me, because it was because of the girl's personality, and they ended up being right. They ended up being right on the money as to that the girl was unstable and psychotic. So your parents aren't always wrong, and you can't always just assume that it is because it is a gay thing. So always dig deeper. Always make sure of where your parents are coming from, and don't just assume they're being overbearing. But if it actually ends up being about the fact that you are gay and that you have a partner and that they just don't like the fact that the person you chose to be with is the same gender as you, you can't cater to that. You can't, if you are happy with someone, you don't just give up on them and you don't just take the easy road out. If you do, it is just feeding ignorance. You're pretty much saying, alright, well, my parents don't like you because we're gay, I'm just gonna give up. That's feeding ignorance. That's giving ignorance exactly what it wants. Honestly, look at ignorance like a living, breathing thing. It's like a parasite. And to back down from what makes you happy and to back down from what you believe in and your lifestyle just because someone doesn't necessarily agree with it is being weak. I'm sorry to say, but it is. It's weakness. You can't sit and pretend to be happy. What I personally would do is I would look straight at my parents and say, you want me to be happy, correct? And obviously your parents would be like, well, yeah. Most, I would hope, would want you to be happy. And then say to them, well, this is what makes me happy. And it makes me unhappy to be with someone of the opposite gender. This person right here, let's call her Chloe, I don't know, whatever. Chloe makes me happy. I am happy. Obviously, when you say to your parents, hey, I'm with a woman, they're going to be like, Mom, I gotta tell you something. I'm gay. Yeah. You mean gay and happy? Everyone's first reaction, it's kind of shocking. Also, make sure to give your parents time to get over the shock, because your parents maybe in the beginning will be very, I don't know about this, and might be a pain in the ass, to be honest, but once they get used to it, they might get over it. Let's say, I actually have an experience on What the Stutter 2. Before I tell this story, I am actually good friends, friends with the mother now, and we're fine. So this is not a bash on the mother of this girl, because she's probably going to watch this video anyways, but she's great, the mom's wicked chill. It was just the shock, as you'll know, and at the end I also say that we are friends, but I just wanted to warn. I was with this girl in high school. It was about, I think, my sophomore year, and she came out with me. Like, she decided that she wanted to date me and be out with me. And it was a huge deal. Everyone was like, oh my god, she's gay, la 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 la. And I ended up going through a shitload with her mother. Her mother hated me. She was spreading rumors through the town that I was a troublemaker and a drug dealer and that I turned her daughter gay. She called my home and was swearing at my mother through the phone. We had to involve the police. She was insane. She thought that I turned her daughter gay. But she actually ended up being a very, very nice woman. And my point is, she actually ended up apologizing to me. She ended up being very nice to me, and I see her from time to time now, and she likes me, and I like her. It was just that the shock of what had happened, and that the fact that her daughter was gay, and it was easy for her to look at me and be like, it's your fault. So sometimes you just need to give people time. Now, if any of these situations, it's just none of the above, and it's honestly just the parents being like, keeping you two apart because you're gay, you have to figure out for yourself really how much this relationship means to you. Do you really, really, really care about this person, or is it really honestly not worth the aggravation? That's up to you. It's up to you if you want to fight this battle. But if you are in it and you are going to fight this battle, and the parents get more than just trying to keep you guys apart, if they start affecting your life, if they start to slander you, if they are making it difficult for you to go about your daily life, that's not okay, and don't allow that. Especially if you're younger, like I'm talking still in high school, let your parents know if stuff like this is going on. If you're an adult, don't let someone sit there and slander you through town or whatever. Take care of it. Go to the police, talk to your parents, do whatever you gotta do. I know it's hard when you're dating someone you feel like you're betraying them by doing something about it, because that's what I felt like. But you're not. You're protecting yourself, and you're stopping this behavior, because it's inappropriate for anyone to behave that way. So basically my advice is, look and see if it's worth it, first of all, to put up with the aggravation. Second of all, figure out if it is in fact just because you two are gay, or if there's more to this relationship that you need to look at. And thirdly, be true to yourself, because in the end, making yourself happy is what matters. Yeah, it's good to make your parents proud of you, but this is your life, and you're not going to spend it miserable. So, until next week, Closet Collabers. By the way,